Where's that hecking on button? Ooh, I found it! Let's play!
Yeah. Hey everybody, it's me, Loki, Loki Maiden, and we are back with Sneak Week, Tuesday, of course, with Cherry Bomb. I'm so excited for this. Quick reminder, of course, this is not endorsed or sponsored by Sneak, this video. Nope, not at all. This is just me rambling about energy drinks and me getting excitable because well, I liked blue raspberry, so I'm pretty damn excited for cherry because I love cherry baked pods, and I'm really hoping this is going to taste like a cherry baked pod. I just want to I just want to do a nom. I'm really up for this. So, quickly, just very quick. With the blue raspberry, the whole energization thing of the Sneak analysis, I was honestly surprised at how much energy I did indeed have after having had, 350ml in this little beaker, because each serving is 350ml. And I'm going to liken this to being like a live wire. So, essentially, at first, I was just having a little bit of like a jolt of energy. It was just like a low hum of energy, but then about 3 hours in, after having had the blue raspberry, felt a little bit sparky. I'll be quite honest, because I wasn't doing much, I became a little bit sort of like, what the heck's going on? But that was more because I didn't have anything to actually stimulate me. I was just moving bits and pieces around. I wasn't actively doing anything. So I can most definitely see the blue raspberry flavour, at least, it definitely was a lot more stimulating and did help me focus. I just didn't have anything to focus on, so I was a little bit, jittery because of that lack of focus on something. I felt if I had something to focus on, it would have been much better, but because I was just doing sort of like manual work, just moving bits and pieces around, it wasn't really helpful in that regard for the focus aspect, but for the energization aspect, it's most definitely there. That toned down after like the fifth hour-ish, just because, I was getting into the groove of it, and honestly, I felt the effects of the blue raspberry flavour for about 8 hours. It really packed a punch. 350ml serving of Sneak really packed a punch for me. But I am small, so do take that into consideration. If you are slightly larger than myself, or do have a little bit of a caffeine intolerance, it may not hit you as much, because I am small, a serving goes a long way with me, so do take that into consideration for your own taste. But for today we have cherry, and I'm so excited for cherry. I absolutely adore the cherry flavour when it comes to, sweets and all that jazz. So now I want to nom this. Very much indeed. So let's go with the Sneak analysis. Firstly, just looking at it, the sight aspect. It looked beautiful. I love the shade of red. And I'm wearing pink today to match that. Wearing pink. Unfortunately, I didn't have any red stripiness. Like, I didn't have any blue stripiness for yesterday's blue raspberry. I've got some red, pinky stripiness for this. So very much into that. We've got, it's just the same logo, of course. Sneak. Absolutely love the logo. Love everything about the logos and stuff. Quick digression. I've been using this as like a water bottle as well. It's really good. Just for actually tracking how much you're drinking, because I filled it all the way up while I was studying, and I realised that I'd actually drunk quite a bit because it was right there. So just having the beaker next to you, really useful for if you're studying, because you can actually track how much you're drinking. That's just a slight side note, because I do like these beakers. I want to get the glowy one. So I hope for that Halloween glowy one. It's going to be good. But yeah, I'm rambling. Can you tell? I'm rambling. Smell. So I'm going to have to get some water and stuff for this, because of course we're going to do the whole shaky shake. So I will quickly get some water, and I will be right back. Blah. Smell, yes, or nose, as the little Sneak analysis acronym does indeed go. Nose. Let's check this. It was really difficult to think of an acronym thing for Sneak. Which is why we do have some weird ones in there. All cleaned, of course. Just got a little bit of just wash it out, did it a bit of shake, all that jazz. So let's have a look at Sneak. Let's have a smell of the cherry. Whew. Let's get ready for this. They're heckin' strong. Whew. Okay, just open it up. Do a quick sniff. See what we have in store. Ooh. Well, I know what this tastes like. Oh, what does it taste like? Taste? What does it smell like? It smells like Christmas candy canes. Oh, I love that. Christmassy candy cane sweets, like Christmassy cherry sweets. Oh, I love that. So I just love spiced Christmas. Oh, this takes me to Christmas. Oh, I want a Christmas shaker now. I want a green Christmassy tree shaker. Oh, I like cherry. I like cherry. Whew, that is good. Let's have a quick, dump in, see what it does. Whoop. No, get back in. No, did that last time. Very pink. I realised you didn't actually see what it looked like on camera last time, so I'm just gonna actually full on zoom. If you can see the powder. Don't know if you can see the powder. Can you see the? I don't know if you can see the powder. But yeah, it's like a little pinky powder. Much appreciated. Oh, quick note. I'm gonna stick up a tweet thing. Snake actually replied to me, which I was very happy about. These are recyclable. These are 100% recyclable. These little packets, as are the big tubs, as are these shakers if one does break. So that is a nice little thing that I do just want to cap off from last episode. I've only just realised now after having opened it. Wait a minute, they got back to me. Yes, Snake got back to me. These are recyclable, so that is a big tick on my part. Let's put that back there. I do like the packages. So yeah, I guess we add the water, we do the shaky shake shake thing, and see what's going on. Water in the thing. Such a satisfying sound. Ooh. Oh, it's a pink. It's a pink. It's like me. It's pink. 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 Yeah. Ready? Go. Do you think I need energy drink? I think I've got a lot of energy already. I like it. I love YouTube and what I do. Absolutely adore what I do. Oh god, here we go. So yes, what was it? Sneak, sight, nose, energy, which we have to do the next episode. Aftertaste, so we actually taste the thing. Actually taste the thing. I know, actually tasting an energy drink. It's always difficult to open. So you probably didn't hear that because I was whispering, that smells so good. I just had a brief zone out moment. Oh, it just smells so much like Christmas. I hope it tastes like Christmas. I hope it tastes like Christmas. Christmas is around the corner. Let's have a quick sip. See what the taste is all about. Wish me luck. To paraphrase Philip J. Fry, it's like there's a party in my mouth and everyone's invited. I like it. I know I say I like it a lot, but I don't know what else I can say. It's flavoursome. Again, so smooth. I love how smooth these energy drinks are. A lot of energy drinks. Feels like, again, you're trying to force yourself to drink it, like you're trying to actively fight against the energy drink to drink it, whereas with these products, just smooth. Just enjoy drinking them. I actively enjoy drinking them, whereas if I'm trying to drink like another energy drink, I just find it's like you have to fight to drink it. That maybe because of the carbonation, and with Sneak it's not carbonated unless you use sort of like fizzy water, but I don't know, it's smooth. Aftertaste, it lingers a bit more. It lingers a bit more than the blue raspberry. I will say that much. But again, it's not discomforting. It's not unwelcome, the aftertaste. Again, slightly cloying on the tongue, but not as bad as the blue raspberry. This isn't as powdery as the blue raspberry. So in that regards, Cherry Bomb most definitely does have the plus over the blue raspberry. Blue raspberry, is the flavour better than this one? I'd say they're about equal. I quite like the cherry one. would I say I prefer the cherry one? Have to try again to test that out, won't we? Try again. I'd have to say I do prefer the cherry one, the blue raspberry one, in terms of flavour. Plus, the colour is amazing. Love the colour so much. It's so pink. So it's so pink. Yeah, I do like the colour. The flavour, like how smooth it is. All sorts of things that I did indeed cover last time. But yeah, I'm aware I've rambled through this and also the last episode, but that's sort of how I do things. I ramble and I enjoy life. I ramble and I enjoy life. That's what I like to do. Penny. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just enjoying energy drinks. Again, we'll drink a bit more of this. Wait 10 minutes again. Do all that jazz. And then we'll see how energized I feel after the 10-minute progress. And then for the next video, I'll then sort of like say how energized I felt after this one. Because although I see it being very similar in terms of energization across the different pouches of energy drink and the different blends, I do want to do an energization analysis for each one. As an additional note, I will say for the blue raspberry, this may be far too much information, but for the sakes of analysis, this is quite important. I did have to urinate more frequently. Now, there being 2 to 3 cups of coffee's worth of caffeine, nailed it, cups of coffee's worth of caffeine in a pouch, in a serving, that does make sense. That does follow because caffeine is a diuretic, so you are going to have to urinate more frequently. So that does follow with sort of like the amount of caffeine that there is in the product. But I'm going to drink more of this, and then we're going to have a bit of a discussion about how I feel, you know, Sneak could actually be compared to other energy brands in a more scientific method. But I will save that after I do more of this, and waiting 10 minutes, of course. And now we play the waiting game. The waiting game sucks. Hoi! While we're waiting for the 10 minutes to, you know, tick along, because I can't check phone stuff, because phone is a recording device. Hey there. We will look at this, the best before date. I didn't realise how long these actually last. So this lasts until March 2021, which is actually a pretty long time. I believe canned drinks only last about a year and a half, but because this product is in sachet form, because the product is in these sachets, I think that it does last ever so slightly longer. As for the tubs, I'm not quite sure what the sell-by dates or best before dates are for those, just because, well, I don't have a tub, so I won't be able to tell on that. But because I think they're in sachets, it does mean that they've got the longer sort of like expiration. It's also best before. It's not used by. So best before is just, you know, best flavour, best effect, all that sort of thing. Was used by, very important. Have to use it by that time, because used by, that's like milks, cheeses, meats. If those go off, then more likely cause you harm. Was best by or best before is more about, you know, just optimal flavour. Even then, used by dates, although I wouldn't recommend it, you can buy on the side of caution and use them like a day after. As best before, I personally would use best before like maybe even up to 6 months after the best before. So I could use this up until what, the 9th, 2021. That's what I personally would do. But for the sake of caution, if you are careful with your sorts of things, then yeah, definitely use it before the best before date on there. But I just like that as a slight distinction for products, the use bys and best before dates. They're mainly there to cover the manufacturer, so in this case, Sneak is saying that for the best flavour and the best effect of the product, you want to use it by then. But in my personal experience, you can generally use products after the best before date. That's just a bit of common knowledge, but in this time and age, you know, common knowledge isn't normally that common, so I just thought I'd talk about that sort of thing. And again, I have to wait for a few more minutes. I'm just keeping myself, you know, preoccupied in the meantime, I guess. Yeah. And 10 minutes later, how do I feel? Heart? Heart's good. Heart's not exploded. That's always good. I can generally take my caffeine quite well. I definitely feel more energized, as I normally do. I'm normally quite a high energy type person, and these definitely do add on to that, so that's good indeed. I definitely feel the blood pumping. More so than the blue raspberry. Again, difficult to tell because this is all sort of like qualitative analysis. I'm not actively sort of like measuring my my blood glucose or my blood caffeine. Well, blood glucose wouldn't go up because this is zero sugar. That should be mentioned. My blood caffeine or energy levels in that regard. So that is difficult. This is where I do then go into talk about the scientific analysis of Sneak. So because I am just one individual, these videos and this series of videos will very much be about my personal experience. So it's more of a qualitative analysis of what Sneak is like. And don't get me wrong, it's like that's a good thing to see. If you do your research and you look around and see how people do react to a product, that is generally a good measure. Scientifically though, that's not that well. You don't really do that if you want to really get into the nitty gritty of how good something is. So, because I am just one person, I am just like a sample size of one, and as a consequence, you know, that's not very scientifically accurate. So, if I were to personally sort of like get into Sneak as an energy drink on a scientific basis, I would personally do a double-blind trial using Sneak and other competitors in energy drinks. So what I would do in that case, so a few explanations first. A double-blind trial is where the person conducting the experiment and the individuals that are part of the experiment, neither of them know which substance is which. So, for example, if we had made Sneak up using carbonated water, using sparkling water, and then had a bottled or canned competitor, you would then put them in unmarked like flasks, unmarked beakers, so it wouldn't have any of the branding, like, and they would be all the same beaker, so that you would then get around any unconscious bias towards a particular drink. Unmarked beaker, perhaps in a black beaker or an opaque beaker, just so that you wouldn't be able to see sort of like the colour or anything like that, because I'm assuming that if you did have a Sneak flavour, the colour would sort of give it away. So that's very important, that it would have to be double blind with an opaque beaker so that you would not be able to have any bias going in, because a lot of the effects that I feel with Sneak, I don't know if that is just because of my own research. I don't know if that is the placebo effect of me having done my research and having read what other people do think about Sneak and then applying it to my own sort of like circumstances, applying it to my own feelings and, well, what's going on, essentially. So, oh no, I dropped the thing! Don't drop the thing, Loki! Yes, I don't know if that is just me applying it to my own circumstances. So, to accurately see how Sneak does affect an individual, you would have to have a control. So that would just be sparkling water in this case. You would have to have sparkling water with Sneak, with a Sneak flavour. You would then have to have maybe competitors 1, 2 and 3. So you would have 5 different substances that you would then try with a sample size of between 30 and 300 for it to be more scientifically accurate. You want a large enough pool of individuals to be able to get, you know, data that you can actually do data analysis on. And then what you would then do is, if I were to develop the experiment, I would use a means of testing focus. So this would ideally be seeing how an individual reacts in terms of their focus and energy levels to being administered Sneak and other energy drink competitors. So the null hypothesis of this, or sort of like the thing you're trying to prove or disprove, would be that individuals that are administered Sneak do not have any significant difference in effects to those that are administered other energy drinks, and then that would be the hypothesis that you would then prove or disprove in this theoretical experiment that we would be conducting. For that, you would then administer those 2 the individuals that you do have in the double-blind trial with a sample size of between 30 and 300. And then the test that I would personally administer, you'd have to have something that would test their focus and their energy levels. Now, I would not really have that much knowledge with respect to the field of psychology, so I don't know if this part of the theoretical experiment is accurate, but I personally would use brain training, the like Nintendo game, because that is a good way to actually measure focus and sort of like practical application of thought processes, which should be improved by Sneak or other energy brands, because a lot of energy brands do indeed say that they help focus and help sort of like application of thinking, because well, students use a lot of energy drinks because that's sort of the thing that they do. They need to stay awake, they need to focus. So one way to actually measure that would be to see what brain training age you get before administration of an energy drink, an hour into the administration of the energy drink, and then 6 hours into the administration of the energy drink. That way you can see the baseline of what their initial focus is, so like a brain training age of say 80. You could then measure that change across the hour, so you then have that difference, and then measure that change across to the 6 hour period, so then you would then again have that difference. I find that time frame useful of the before, 1 hour and after, because the before, that sets your baseline. The 1 hour, that is when the effect should be observed in everyone with the exception of the control, of course, which would just be the sparkling water. There should be no difference there. And then 6 hours down the line, because Sneak alleges to have effects for up to 6 to 8 hours in individuals. And with zero sugar, it says that there's no crash as well. Whereas with other energy drink competitors, I personally have found that I have sort of like a crash after 5 to 6 hours due to the sugar within it. So that would be a good way to measure focus after that period of time. And then you could sort of like analyze those changes in the brain age across those different energy drinks and across the control as well. Again, to observe it, if it is just a placebo effect of being given a sparkling water, saying this is an energy drink, and then seeing if people do actually focus better if they're just told they're having an energy drink when they're not actually having an energy drink. Again, this is just sort of like a theoretical experiment that I would personally do to see how people do with different energy drinks and seeing how people do focus with different energy drinks. And I think that's quite useful. But of course, that's all highly theoretical. That's not actually something that I personally have done. That is just a slight thought experiment that I thought would be very interesting to do. So, Sneak, get on that. That would be awesome to actually see in a scientific setting how your product does stack up against competitors. Because, well, I'm utterly fascinated by that whole side of food science, seeing if people actually attribute the effects of an energy drink simply because they're being told that they are drinking an energy drink, or if it is actual physiological effects of what is in the product. I find that amazing. And that is just my slight ramble on the application of scientific procedures to, analysing energy drinks, I suppose. I just want to talk about these sorts of things in these videos because, it would be boring if I was just going, sip, sip, sip. This is good, and the video just ends. I want to explore the different aspects of energy drinks in this series, and, I don't really have a means to normally do so, but because Sneak is more so targeted towards gamers and individuals who do play video games, I thought this would be a prime opportunity to talk about that sort of thing. So, with regards to Sneak and the cherry bomb flavour for the K factor, for the cooler factor, I love it. Absolutely adore cherry flavour. It's, again, quick taste. To me, it tastes like Christmas, and I love that. Tastes like Christmas, and I adore it. It's just so good. I prefer the cherry flavour to the blue raspberry flavour. That has to be said. That definitely does have to be said. And if I were to conduct the experiment, I would not use cherry bomb. Now, I would not use cherry bomb for that experiment because it has a very distinct flavour compared to other energy drink brands. I would want to try and find a Sneak flavour that would be very similar to the others. And I know I'm going on about this theoretical experiment a lot, but guys, if this is like something you'd be interested in, definitely get on this. would be fascinating to know how the energy drinks do stack up. Just from a perspective of a scientist, it would be so fascinating to know how energy drinks stack up against one another. And of course, you don't have to do brain training, you can actually do something a lot more scientific than that, but that is just what I would personally use because I don't have access to a means of generating a psychological profiling system to actually do that. That would be just like a basic means of actually measuring somebody's focus. But I love science. I love science and analysis. I'm a geek. I'm a nerd. I can't help it. I love it. And I play video games. I play video games in my spare time and put up videos online. So it's sort of a given. It's sort of a given, isn't it? But yes, I keep digressing and I can't help it. I get so excited, and energy drinks do and don't help in that regard, because I have a lot more energy, which means I do digress a lot more, which means that I do go off into a tangent about scientific applications to energy drinks, but unfortunately, it does indeed come to that shill bit of this video. If you did enjoy it, you know, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If not, that's perfectly fine as well. Those sorts of things can go and ramble a lot, much like I do, because I do ramble a lot. As for the energization aspect of Cherry Bomb, I'll be getting into that in the next video, so do stick around for tomorrow's video if you do want to see about that, where we will be trying yet another flavour of Sneak. I'm so excited. I love these flavours so much, and we're 2 for 5 at the moment. We're 2 for 5. Let's see if we can't try and go for a clean sweep. That will have to be in the future though, but just thank you so much for watching our videos. Hope you have a wonderful evening and indeed a good night. Yes, I did proper outro. Hey, bye now.